So all about today is Newton's first law. Newton's first law. So first imagine that we are in a very rough surface. It is a rough surface, by the way. And a rough surface by the means there's rough edges on the surface. And imagine you are sliding a carom across this rough surface with the force F. What do you think? That in this rough surface there is a frictional force that opposes the motion of this puck or striker. What do you call striker? Puck. This puck moves us very small distance because of the friction that is the rough surface exerts on this puck. Resistive force you can talk about, and this is directed in this direction. This is kinetic friction, Fk, which opposes the motion. Maybe it's stopped somewhere here at this point P. Now, imagine another surface a little bit smooth. We call it, maybe it's the ice. Now, if we consider the puck, and we give the same force F, now the kinetic friction will be much smaller than the before, and it covers a somewhat a greater distance. Somewhat at this point it stops. So the intuition is that, or the condition is that I have to so much so reduce the frictions as to that with it, or I will just apply a force and F, and it will continue to move forever and ever and ever. So there's another apparatus called the air hockey table. So this is air hockey table. It's quite easy. Now it has some gaseous matter, gaseous gases that's evaporated from the pores of it, and now the puck is floating in this point. Now we have a force F. The friction is very less because the gas molecules exert near about zero or negligible frictional force. So the puck continues to move a large distance, maybe at somewhat very large point, somewhat here it will stop and it will take or it will cover a very large distance away. So that means that if we could remove that frictional force from the mind, we could see that yeah, it's actually possible that there will be no friction at all, and our common intuition is that yeah, objects always slow down, always a force is needed to slide an object through a surface. That intuition must be removed from your mind, that if there are no friction, what would thing be? So that is the Newton's first law. It says that summation of external forces should be zero, which says that a body in a state of rest continue to be in a state of rest unless an external force applied. Same case for body in motion. It will be in motion and in the same state of motion unless a external force is applied, which changes its momenta. Means its speed increases, that means its linear momenta increases, vice versa. So that is what Newton's law says, that if there is no forces at all, there is zero net force, the object tends to be in equilibrium, and that is the essence of the first law. Thank you for watching the video. Hope you like it. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos on physics.